Preface. Many of my friends have been anxious ever since osteopathy became an established fact that I should write a treatise on the science, but I was never convinced that the time was ripe for such a production, nor am I even now convinced that this is not a little premature. Osteopathy is only in its infancy. It is a great unknown sea just discovered, and as yet we are only acquainted with its shore tide. When I saw others who had not more than skimmed the surface of the science taking up the pen to write books on osteopathy, and after having carefully examined their productions, found they were drinking from the fountains of old schools of drugs, dragging back the science to the very systems from which I divorced myself so many years ago, and realizing that hungry students were ready to swallow such mental poison, dangerous as it was, I became fully awakened to the necessity of some sort of osteopathic literature for those wishing to be informed. This book is free from quotations from medical authors, and differs from them in opinion on almost every important question. I do not expect it to meet their approval. Such a thing would be unnatural and impossible. It is my object in this work to teach principles as I understand them and not rules. I do not instruct the student to pinch or pull a certain bone, nerve, or muscle for a certain disease, but by a knowledge of the normal and abnormal, I hope to give a specific knowledge for all diseases. This work has been written a little at a time for several years, just as I could snatch a moment from other cares to devote to it. I have carefully compiled these thoughts into a treatise. Every principle herein laid down has been fairly well tested by myself and proven true. The book has been written by myself in my own way, without any ambition to fine writing, but to give to the world a start in a philosophy that may be a guide in the future. Owing to the great haste with which the book has been rushed through the press to meet the urgent demand, we will ask the indulgence of the public for any imperfection that may appear. Hoping the world may profit by these thoughts, I am, respectfully, A. T. Still. Kirksville, Missouri, September 1st, 1899.